Okay. Okay, we're back on, and we've gone over the corrections, the technical corrections that Barbara Holtz has pointed out to us. We're going to ask Victor to take a look at those. We've looked at, we've got a rough outline of what our press release might be, and we have, the next thing I would suggest we do is look at the minutes from March 27th.
Mr. Chairman, before we go to the minutes, this document here that you're proposing to give to the press on the salaries.
Right.
A question that I hear a lot of times is not only, is it going to cost more in terms of salary, but that, the executive's going to need additional staff. So, I mean, are we assuming here that we're going to draw from present staff to fill a clerk, administrative aide, or whatever position?
Yes, this was drawn up based on the assumption of static number of staff.
Can we note that with an asterisk or something on this document?
That's up to you.
Well, let me say, as far as how much money as far as how much money our elected officials decide to spend in operating the government, that's another issue that's sort of beyond us. I don't think we have the ability to say you cannot increase the size of the staff, but certainly there are going to be some people will run on a platform of saying, I'm going to keep the government as lean as possible, and other people are going to run on a platform where that won't be a focus of their approach.
Well, for Matt's, I guess the point of it is, though, I think at the point, couldn't you just put these figures are at current staffing level or something,
Right, something like that? That's all I'm talking about.
We can, okay. Okay.
And I would probably add to that, there's no ability created by a charter that isn't available now to the current form of government to create staff.
Right.
Right? Is
It
that,
doesn't
Barbara,
change-
that doesn't change that?
Right.
Okay, so the charter form of government does not require additional staffing.
Right.
Yes, I think that's
Okay.
accurate.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Okay. And could we ask Mark to go back? I think I think it would be helpful to have a relative comparison. If there's an increase of $60,000, that's $60,000 relative to an operating budget of X.
I asked him for that.
Okay, because I think that would, if it's 60,000 of 600 million.
Right.
Yeah.
And you asked them for
'Cause
capita too.
Yeah, I asked him to do a chart.
Okay.
So you can really
Okay.
see.
We'll take care of that.
You'll take care
We'll
of it.
ask him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But he couldn't do, in all fairness, they couldn't do that until we decided on numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this sheet that has charter government on it with code home rule and the different costs, one column is going to be current, and then we're also going to have the compensation commission's suggestions.
Yeah. So it'll be three.
So
Three columns.
we'll have that as well.
Okay.
Okay, we all on board with that? Okay. Okay.
Because then it would be less than 65.
Okay. Okay. Now, before we move on to the minutes, are there any other new or old business?
Are we?
Go ahead.
Did we? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Did we get all these handouts for a reason or to discuss, or are they just for information?
Well, there were things you brought up at the last meeting that you wanted to discuss.
Okay,
Like
so you want to do the minutes
Mr.
first and then we'll...
Survey questions, remember at the last
Yeah.
meeting?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, because I didn't know whether to bring that up now or
We
do
can do
this
the
after.
minutes first, Mr. Chairman, but